Hi, another movie that I watched recently was All Creatures Great and Small, the 1984 film adaptation of James Herriot's memoirs of working as a vet in the Yorkshire Dales in the 1930s. It's far better known for its BBC TV adaptation in the 70s and 80s and its current adaptation on Channel 5, but this is the original article. So we see Simon Ward as James Herriot travelling to Darrowby and meeting Siegfried Farnan, played by Anthony Hopkins, for the first time, and getting to grips with the ins and outs, as it were, of being a farm vet in the 30s in the Yorkshire Dales. I found it extremely lightweight, very disconnected. It's very much a film of episodes. There's little structure to it, but generally very enjoyable. It's a very character-based movie. Unfortunately, Harriet winds up being one of the less interesting characters. It's naturally Siegfried Farnan, played by Robert Hardy in the TV series, who is far more entertaining. He is a serious, very capable, very highly respected veterinary surgeon, but he brings the same seriousness and aura of capability to everything else, even though he's terrible at everything except being a vet. He is a very sensible, authoritative figure who can't do anything else. The house is a mess, his accounts are a mess, he blames everyone else. He argues constantly with his younger brother Tristan, who's also studying to be a vet, and is far more of a tearaway. But for all their um, uh, friction and failings, the three together are a very talented, very experienced group of veterinary surgeons. There is a degree of spine brought to the film through Harriet's relationship with a farmer's daughter who he courts and at the end of the film marries. Um, and that gives some much needed structure to the film. It's very tight, it's, I think, under 90 minutes. Um, and I feel that you couldn't extend it for any more than that. The television series has the advantage of being able to take individual episodes in Harriet's various memoirs and expanding them into 50-minute programs, rather than trying to cobble together various stories into a cohesive whole here. So it doesn't really work as a standalone film in its own right, but it is very enjoyable. Hopkins is superb, playing a more comic character than you usually see, and it's very evocative. And it's a period of British cinema where they were making serious films set in the 1930s or set in the past. So it has that aura of nostalgia for nostalgia and days gone by. And it's an enjoyable, lightweight entertainment.